started Mamma Mia. The Fox, you got it?
Is it Meryl Streep?
Far and wide. Keep your contributions. Special thing me later.
Okay, welcome back to Rick's Radio Conversions. Today we have Brendan's 1969 Toyota FJ40 Land Cruiser radio. This was an AM radio. It's been converted to AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB with the aux input. And this video, it's going to be probably two pieces. We're going to do the radio, and then we also did the external speaker. Actually had its own enclosure. Brandon sent that, and then we put the old 5x7 dual voice coil speaker in. And Brandon, thank you very much for being patient with the build and all like that. So this radio is a little bit different, and I may actually try and do some cool things in this video with actually putting a picture in the video once I'm done editing about where it goes. So this Land Cruiser is a left-hand drive car, and yeah, I am. This is the volume. So it's a left-hand drive car. And the radio is not in the center of the dashboard. It's actually under the dash and to the left of the driver. So yeah, you're thinking correctly. You've got the steering column and then the door, and then kind of in between there is where the radio is. Typically, you'll always see the volume control closest to the driver. So you would think that this would be in a right-hand drive car. Which it's not. So this is kind of cool. Tuning is on the left-hand side. Volume and tone is on the right. So I'm going to try and not goon this video up by using the wrong stem here. We also don't have any volume, any knobs on this. As I always tell the customers, please don't send them in because they'll get lost. However, these are huge, and I had nothing that actually fits them. So we'll do our best with what we got. Something else, Brendan, that you'll need to know in the operation. So this does not have a conventional on-off click. You click it to the left, and then when you click it on, the volume is on. Nope, this has got a push button on-off. So if you're at high volume, you may have some feedback if you're not turning it down to a low volume. So there was a little bit there. If you go all the way down to the bottom and then turn it up, there you go, there's one. It's just the inherent part of the switch. Get on to a different station here. So this is the FM mode, and as you can see, the presets they work as they did before. Tone, bass, treble. That works as it did before. We'll go into the tune function, or the scan function rather, I should say. So if you go down towards the end of the dial there, and you're going to get a push button just like this. Yours is underneath the radio. What you can do is you can press it 3 times. I think it's 3 times, 3 or 4 times. Hang on just a second. That's the wrong one. There we go, 4 times. So if you press it 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Scanning for stations.
So now we are scanning digitally up the dial. And we'll let it go a few times.
To treat each other well.
Yeah, that's.
We'll let it go one more.
There's an article that came out a couple weeks ago that said.
We'll get one more good station here. Well, not that one. should be getting close to 93, I think, or 92. So hit it 3 times, your push button 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Station hold.
So as you turn your dial, so as you notice now we stopped at that station, and you can pull out your preset or whatever and, you know, have that as your station. The manual tuning works as it did before. You can also do a manual scan by going down to the bottom of the dial and going 12 to 2.
Scanning for stations.
Next day.
But just follow through
Just
right
follow
now.
their directions.
All
And then it's
we
kind of
are
the same
out of
thing
time.
here.
I wish
That was
you the
fast.
very best.
Station hold.
And there it is. So that's the FM mode. If you want to go to AM, off and on again real fast. Oh. There we go. It's going to be very difficult to do AM, but chances are you won't be there much. Yeah, we don't have much there, so we'll just go off and on again.
They don't check it for smooth art.
Alright, so that's AM, FM. The next thing we're going to do is we'll do the aux. So the aux mode, you've got the 3.5, the headphone jack, and you're just going to press your device. And as you can see, now we're playing through the iPod.
Living on the road, my friend. It's gonna keep
Always
you
make sure
free
your
and
device is turned all the way up on the volume.
now you
I guess that's all I have on this. If you want to get out of this, you can do one of 2 things. You can pause it, pull out the cord. It'll time out in about 10 seconds or so. Go back to the last known radio station. You can turn the radio off and on again. I don't recommend that with this, with the switch the way it's designed. Otherwise you'll get that feedback going in your head. There we go. Next thing we're going to do is we'll do the USB, and you'll get one of these with your system. Playing through USB. So the mount does not come with it. However, I will put a link in the description of the video. I get mine from Crutchfield. Much better product. A little bit more money, but it's better than the ones that I was getting from China. Now, the cool thing about this is you can put your USB stick in somewhere and just start cruising around. If you want to fast forward, you go up on the dial. And if you want to repeat, you go down on the dial. You want to fast forward. You can also, on your push button, okay, press once. That will give you the fast forward. You hit the push button twice. Give it a rewind. And if you want to stop, just pull out your USB. You're back to the last known radio station. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll do the Bluetooth functions. So you got to bring up your Bluetooth settings. This is a standard iPhone. I'm going to try and do this right-handed, even though I'm all messed up here. But you can do it 2 ways, either through the volume or through the push button. 12 to 2 on your volume control.
Bluetooth
There we
ready
go.
to pair.
Then you can see here's your device. Look at that.
Pairing completed.
I always allow.
Bluetooth connected.
Hey, you heard it say it's synced. I always do the allow your contacts to sync because I find that the phone seems to want to announce the names and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Trying to get some music here. Here we go. So then when you have your music ready to go, we're just going to hit shuffle here. Same thing, you can go on the push button or your tuner control. That's how you fast forward. Go one up. Rewind, you go to 2. You can also stop the Bluetooth and the USB the same ways. Once you're done with the, you can pause it by doing a couple different things. I like to use the push button to do the pause. Press and hold 1 second. You can kind of see the play and the pause button kind of moves. And now we're back to the last known radio station. The other thing that we can do here is now we can do our voice commands.
From the extremely organized
So
Austin Factory Studio,
press and hold.
This is the way. WT.
Oh, so Siri's giving me a notification. Normally it doesn't do that. Normally, oh well, your phone's not connected to the internet. So stand by while we connect to the internet. We've had that problem today as well. And it's going to go back to the last known. At least it should anyway. Last known radio station. Alright, so now we're connected to the internet, or at least so says Netgear. So what we're going to do now is we should be able to go back and play music. Alright, so now we're going to press for 1 second, and we're going to hold.
Yes, I think
These things do happen with anytime you want to try and pair the device for the first time. Even though I've already run through all this before, my internet dropped off somehow, some other things. In fact, we'll turn it off for a second here. Come back.
Bluetooth connected.
What time is it?
It's 1:06 p.m.
So you can see here, you can do the voice commands. Goes back to the radio or whatever else you were doing. We could also be doing this as well. Streaming or USB. What will the weather be today?
Thunderstorms are expected today. Daytime temperatures will hover around 81 degrees, with overnight lows around 70.
So you can see how that kind of works. This is a very old iPhone as well, so if you have newer devices, you won't have those problems that I do. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the virtual balance and fader, and you can do that either through the tone control or through the push button. We're going to use the push button just because I can't quite grab the tone control because there's no knob for that. But for the fader, that means going from front to rears or rear to front. You're going to do a single push and then a hold.
Fader adjust.
So now we're going to go. That's full front, full rear.
Fader set.
So when you hear that kerplunk, that's the null position for whatever you're doing. Now we'll do balance, which will be 2 quick pushes and 1 hold.
Balance adjust.
We're going to do this until another song. There we go. So that's left.
Balance set.
She got me.
Balance adjust.
Left. Right. Back to null.
Balance set.
So that's how those things work. I think we've gone over all your systems here. Brendan, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to hook up your speaker just so you can kind of hear it in the box. It may not sound that great because it's going to be out in the open. And then obviously if you only use 2 speakers, and when I say 2, a single dual voice call speaker with 2 channels. If you're only going to use that, that's fine. The radio will automatically detect that there's no more rear speakers hooked up, and it'll just act as a 2-channel for right and left. If you want your radio converted like Brendan's, please contact Rick's Radio Conversions by going to rick.radio.conversions.com, and up in the upper right-hand corner, please hit the email button and send us an email, or you can send us a text. Unfortunately, the voice stuff, for some reason, my number has been totally spammed. Very, very hard to answer the phone and work at the same time non-stop with the spam. So thank you again, Brendan. We do appreciate this, and we will get this out to you in the mail very, very soon.
Don't you anymore. I've got this burning